Today's AskReddit post. Who is a celebrity that should be in jail already? Oh boy, this is gonna be a good one. Let's get started. Definitely P. Diddy. Did he? He did. P. Diddler. I was going say Robinho, a very famous retired football player who was convicted of rape in Italy. He tried to escape his sentence fleeing to Brazil, but yesterday, Brazilian Supreme Court ruled that he should serve his time in Brazil, and he was arrested just 1 hour ago. Ezra Miller. This MF legend needs to be institutionalized. How has no one whooped his ass? He just walks around being a bully, but he's like 100 pounds. Roman Polanski. Getting a 13-year-old drunk to have anal intercourse with her then, after saying he could tell that she was experienced. Yeah, I'm thinking a lifetime of living in Europe while he continues to make movies is not quite adequate punishment. He has other victims, at least 6, many of whom were minors, and yet he's still celebrated. I'm sure he'll die in the next 10 years without facing any real form of justice. It's absolutely abhorrent that France continues to shield him from prosecution. Roman Polanski for sure. Caitlyn Jenner also for vehicular manslaughter. Buckle up buckaroo. If you are a running joke in South Park, you probably belong in prison. Diddy. Dan Schneider. Schneider should been locked up years ago. It's insane that this docu only comes out now. In a way, he's basically Nickelodeon's Harvey Weinstein. However, IDK if he actually intercourseally assaulted anyone, but there was definitely intercordial harassment. Prince Andrew. Agreed. I'm from the UK and it's an insult to the concept of justice that he's free. Yeah, the royal family has gone downhill and IDK why people support it anymore knowing a known pedophile still has a title. Why wasn't he stripped of everything like Harry and Meghan? Kenneth Copeland. He looks like he could actually be the devil. I'm an atheist and even I'm like 90% sure he's the devil. Dan Schneider. Andy Dick. After reading his wiki page it sounds like he needs a solid ass kicking. Or 2. John Lovitz kicked his ass at least. Carol Malone. The basketball player had 2 underage baby mamas and no one cares. The city of Ruston, LA worships him. Went to LA Tech in Ruston and everyone thinks he's so great. Like people he's a pedophile. He got caught with 2 getting pregnant. How many more girls did he groom and not get caught with? The fact that I had to scroll for a while to find this shows that not many know about the mailman. Carroll is a top 20 basketball player of all time, but he's a piece of poop who never took accountability for his disgusting actions. He even told one of his bastards that we can't have a relationship. You're too old for that. Vince McMahon. And we are only scratching the surface after decades worth of stories from victims and witnesses. Basically ran his business and life like a plantation owner / slave master / Leo DiCaprio in Django Unchained. Chris Brown. P. Diddy. And Dan Schneider are a few I can think of. Roman Polanski. Didn't a few big Hollywood stars, like Meryl Streep, defend him? Not really a celebrity, but extremely wealthy person. The DuPontaire Robert Richards. He literally raped his 5-year-old daughter and probably infant son and was given no jail time because, I poop you not. Jail is harder for rich people. He won't survive prison, and I'm okay with that. Ezra Miller. He retroactively ruined perks of being a wallflower for me. We need to talk about Kevin wasn't acting for him. Speaking of Kevin Spacey. I was in love with House of Cards when his scandals came to light. Realized his character was actually immoral. I felt slimy for enjoying that character. Completely ruined a great show and I never finished the series. Victor Salva. Director of Jeepers Creepers 1, 2 and 3. I'll just let Wikipedia describe his crimes. In 1988, Salva was convicted of intercordial misconduct with one of Clone Houses, a film he directed, underage stars, who was 12 years old at the time. and videotaping one of the encounters in which he forced the victim to perform oral intercourse on him. Commercial videotapes and magazines containing child pornography were also found in his home. Salva pleaded guilty to lewd and lascivious conduct, oral intercourse with a person under 14, and procuring a child for pornography. He was sentenced to 3 years in state prison, of which he served 15 months, and lifetime registration as an intercourse offender. He completed his parole in 1992 inches. 15 months for a crime that could literally affect a kid's life just ain't enough, I'm sorry. And the fact that there's a molestation subplot in Jeepers Creepers 3 just scream Mikey to me. Procuring a child for pornography. This is a ducking wild charge. Jesus Christ. Davey Vanity should be in a cell for a very long time. He forced a bandmate to tour without his HIV medication too. What a garbage piece of poop. Caitlyn Jenner is a ducking murderer, so her. Diane Ward. Both. P. Diddy. 50 Cent is ripping into him whenever he can, and it's absolutely hilarious. Bill Cosby. For the hypocrisy, is that your norm? Steven Seagal. Core. Logan Paul. If you consider him as a celeb, honest to God, hope Tyson bites his face off or at least beats him in 90 seconds. Wrong Paul brother. R. Kelly. Chris Brown. R. Kelly is in a prison in North Carolina. Caitlyn Jenner for killing someone. Buckle up, buckaroos. Andy Dick. How has he not beaten to death by now? Exclamation mark. Slime is really resilient. Brian Peck. Watch that accuser is last night. The fact that he only had to serve 16 months and went right back to working on kid shows is beyond atrocious. Even worse, all the people that spoke to his character and basically blamed Drake Bell for seducing him. Jail is too good for the likes of Brian Peck. It boils my blood, dude. That mother ducker should be suffering worse. No being around kids. Dan Snyder. Ezra Miller for basically terrorizing Hawaii. P. Diddy. Putin. Jail is not enough. It is if it's a Ukraine prison. I wish some of the answers on here gave a little backstory cause I'm intrigued. Like how come Cardi B or Jared Leto? Jared Leto. No idea, but Cardi B admitted luring men with promise of intercourse, drugging them and stealing their money. No consequences. Jared Leto ducks underage girls. O.J. Simpson. Robert Warner. The boat and drowning wife incident. William Shatner enters the chat. Brock Turner. I'm disappointed I had to go this far down the list to see Brock Turner. Rapist on this list. He's not a celebrity though. Donald Trump. I'm stunned how far I had to scroll. I think he's down to 87 felony indictments, right? A few got thrown out for the time being. Ezra Miller. Bill Cosby. Woody Allen. OHH wow. Didn't realize Cosby got out that quick. David Miscavige. Ted Nugent has admitted to sleeping with underage kids, so he's got my vote. I bet you most of everyone's famous rockers of the 70s and 80s have, except for Weird Al. Bill Cosby needs to be returned. John K., the creator of Ren and Stimpy. Hey, there was a second creator. Bob Camp, and the dude is a gem. Camp made most of Ren and Stimpy. John K. was fired after the first season, yet frequently gets forgotten. I believe there are even DVDs of the series, where they got John K. to do the commentaries for episodes he never worked on, and left Camp out. Roman Polanski. Fuck any celebs that support him. Jared Leto. What did he do? Andrew Tate. You know, he annoyed the heck out of me when I was a teenager. I remember everyone thinking he was so funny, but I thought he was just creepy. Edit. Somehow this needed up under Andrew Tate. It was meant for Andy Dick. That guy from Celebrity Apprentice. Odge. Odge Simpson. Kevin Spacey. Especially after one of his accusers committed suicide the day after Spacey uploaded that creepy ass kill them with kindness video. He suits Lester Burnham and Hopper perfectly. Bro, you actually watched the whole video. I'd give you a high five if I was a human. Make sure to click the like button and subscribe for more great content. See you next time.